Hello everyone, welcome to Divine and Wild Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we're gonna go over what your coworkers or business associates think of you. If you're totally new to this channel, I warmly welcome you to this community. I'm an energy reader and this channel is all about tarot readings, channeled messages, and connecting with the divine. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. If you're totally new to pick a card specific videos, all you have to do is pick a number between 1, which is this deck, number 2, this purple deck today, and number 3 over here. And then once you've picked your number, go down to the description box below and find the timestamp correlating to the pile number that you've chosen. Click on the timestamp and that is where your reading will start today. And without further ado, let's start with group number 1. Hello, group number 1. How are we all doing? Hope you guys are doing amazing. Life has been just so crazy and hectic and just so much. And I know I've missed a week or two of posting videos and I missed you guys so much, and I missed reading tarot so much as well for you guys. So I am still here and excited to be reading for you guys today. Okay, so pile number 1, what do your coworkers and business associates think of you? So this could be literally, coworkers, at work, or if you don't have a job and you're an entrepreneur and you have businesses or projects or clients, stuff like that, this is relating to them or whoever that comes to mind first, whatever resonates with you the most in terms of where this energy is connecting with. So pile number 1, okay, this is interesting. What is going on? There's so many cup energies. Okay, pile number 1, I feel like your business associates, first of all, they feel like they get along really well with you and they're very excited to be partnered with you, to be working with you, to have found you. They feel like you are the perfect, suitable individual for the job, for the project, whatever your thing is related to your situation. Let's see. I feel like you coming into their lives in the work setting, you have unloaded so much heavy burdens and heaviness off of their shoulders. So let's see. Hold on. Let me pull out more cards before I make any assumptions here. See, the 2 of Cups is all about getting along with someone extremely well and also someone that is just a perfect match for what they're looking for, exactly where they are in their path of, whatever this is, project or work situation. King of Cups. Okay, is there a work crush? I can't help but to notice that there's a lot of cup energy, which is about emotions, which is like happiness and deep fulfillment. Like, it's not just a shallow level of interaction here, it's deeper than that. The Star card is it's a deep feeling of opportunity, of a blessing, of a miracle that has come into someone's life, whether that's how you feel or maybe that is how they feel, because we're talking about what your business associates or coworkers think of you. So they feel like you guys have been a huge blessing in their life and that you've released so much burden off of their world, off of their shoulders, because you have entered into their workspace and their world in general, because we have the Ace of Cups and the 2 of Cups and the King of Cups. And so they feel like they've manifested you. They feel like they have really been praying for someone like you. And the Ace of Cups, they're just really enjoying it. They're just really happy that you're a part of the team, a part of the project, and they feel like they super get along with you and they are really appreciative of you and they cannot get enough of you these days. They're so excited to see what you create. They are so excited to be working with you. They are overjoyed that you are a part of their project. This is an extraordinarily positive reading, pile number 1. I love this energy for you. Okay, let's pull out a few more cards. Pile number 1. This is hilarious. All right, look at this. Your coworkers feel like you're super energetic, you're super talented, super passionate, and just full of life. You have great personality, you have great energy, you bring a lot to the table, and they feel like you're this wild horse that's ready to take on the world. And that's exactly the energy that they've been needing, that they've been wanting, and that they've been kind of missing. Like, this is what they were like before you came into the picture. They were kind of like lost and kind of empty, and like just kind of being like washed into the big cold ocean, and everything's kind of gloomy. And then you came into their life, and look, we have the wheel, sorry, not the wheel, but the world. I almost want to say the Wheel of Fortune. So they're also very fortunate and feeling really blessed and lucky to have found you, that you are part of their world now, a part of their project, a part of whatever you guys are up to. Creative, spunky energy, the world. So it's like they feel like everything's coming together. You know, when you've been wishing upon a project or wishing upon something in your life or your workspace where you want something to happen so badly that they really were on their almost their last straw before you came into their world, and they're like, oh my gosh, okay, what are we gonna do about this team? How do we improve? You know, they were kind of running around in circles, and then you came in, and now they feel like they have found the missing piece. They really think sorry, what am I trying to say? So they think really big of you. You guys are a big deal in their world. At this time of where this project is, wherever they were in this work environment, whatever this is for you guys. 3 of Cups, again, you know, they feel like they can celebrate and relax and do what they have been meaning to do for a long time now that you're in the picture. So an advice coming through for you guys, pile number 2, or sorry, pile number 1. Pile number 1 is what I meant to say. So the advice coming through is that you guys are truly psychic. You guys have intuitive abilities. When it comes to this work situation, you need to, like, you are sort of put on a pedestal these days in the work environment. And you will be for a while, because you really do shine extraordinarily brightly. And so it's important for you to discern what everyone's saying, because people are going to love you. People are going to want to bathe in your beauty, in your talents, in your wisdom, in what you have to offer. And so it's on you to set your boundaries, and for you to sort of see who are the good people in your work environment and who are the bad people in your work environment, because not everyone have good intentions. Unfortunately, you know, in the world of money and business and jobs, you know, people can be snakes, people can be kind of sneaky sometimes. So it's important for you, although I do feel like there are a handful of people in your work environment that are extraordinarily fair and good intentioned towards you, there could be some people that may be jealous, or, you know, just not exactly the most positive person that you would want to be interacting too much with. So, you know, be discerning, you know, be a fair and just person. So let's see. Okay, so it literally says on this card, dealings or, oh, is it not focusing? Anyway, I'll read it. So dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. I don't know if there's someone in your work environment that has blonde, gray, or white hair that you can, that, I don't know, whatever this message is resonating with you, whether this person is someone that is of importance. Please use your psychic abilities and your intuition to sort of see what this woman, this sort of female figure is up to, or what she or he, you know, can be a male with feminine energy that has lighter hair color that you want to sort of pay attention to. I feel like there might be a message in that. If not, and that doesn't resonate at all, then just leave it aside. Look, so you have the leg, the stepping into a new experience card. So this is very exciting. This is on both sides, you know, it's for you and for your coworkers and business associates. They get to experience work life and this project or this work environment in a completely new way because you have entered into their lives. You just really bring an extremely refreshing energy to the room and, you know, to their world. And for you too, this is a new environment, a new sort of, this whole collective energy as a whole is a new experience for you to completely embrace yourself with. So let's see what this is about. Pile number 1, what do your coworkers or business associates think of you? All right, so this is actually talking about, interestingly enough, so these, what I've talked about so far, you know, people that are overjoyed with you, these are the people that are on your side and love you and adore you and are completely going to, they're just completely eating you up like a little kid. They are so about your energy and they are so excited to have you on board. And then there's a few cookies on the side that are just kind of a little sus. They're kind of a little suspicious that, you know, they're not sure about you. You know, not everyone's gonna think the same thing. So it's like they feel like because now you're the new person, or you're the, I don't know why I keep saying new, like, are you guys like in a new project and new? It's like it feels like a newer energy. I realize I've been harping on this new thing where you're like, you're the new person or something like that. So there's some people where, you know, they're seeing everyone having such a good time, you're having such a good time, and people are just overjoyed that you're part of the tent, I'm saying tent because there's like this imagery of a tent here. So that's maybe symbolizing the project or the workspace that you are in. There you guys are just having a good jolly time, vibing on the same level as each other, super getting along. There could also might be a love interest in the same work environment. And then there's these people that feel like they're just like left out in the cold. Maybe they're not getting as much attention as you are, and they're just sort of like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to deal with this person now. It kind of reminding me of like, you know, introverted kind of energy where they see extroverted, like you, like as if you have that Leo energy where it's really bold and big and bright and life-changing for some people. And then there's these people on the side, they're like, oh no, like some people just don't exactly resonate with that. And whatever though, you know, you keep doing you are such a huge blessing to these people, and in a sense they're a huge blessing to you as well. You guys, to get this many cup cards in a career type reading is, I find that extraordinarily positive, because career is so much about materialism and pentacles and money and all of those more tangible, practical things, whereas you guys are getting a lot of cup cards, which is about emotional fulfillment and stuff like that. So, you know, on the topic of what your coworkers think of you, I find that the majority of people are extraordinarily overjoyed that you are in the project, you're in their life in terms of work life. But then there's some people that are like, oh my god, this person is taking too much attention. There's almost like kind of low-key jealous, but it's not full-on jealousy. They just feel like it feels like comparison energy where so this is totally harmless to you actually, because they are just comparing themselves to you and they feel like they can do better because they see how you operate, and they're just it's on them. The way they think of you and how you affect them is on them, because they're just taking you as an individual and comparing themselves to you, and it sounds and looks like you are doing so much better than them, and they feel like, you know, it's not really the best energy to be in. But I am reading into what your coworkers think of you, and there's some people that do compare themselves to you, and they don't feel so good about themselves, and it really is as simple as that. I feel like they'll overcome that over time. That is a whole other separate energy I'm tapping into. But what concerns you, pile number one, is that, you know, majority of people here think really good of you. Let's see. Pile number one. Yeah, pile number one, they feel like, I was trying to get something more specific because I feel like I've been just very general. It's like, yeah, they think you're awesome. And they do think you're awesome. So look, they think that you guys have a lot of information to bring to the table. Sometimes maybe they feel like you guys overwork yourself, but they're also really appreciative of that, of you as well, because, well, someone's got to do the work. But at the same time, you guys have so much insight to bring to the table and to the team, and you guys have just so much perspective to shed light on any situation that they might be stuck in. Oh my gosh, again, you guys have the awareness and the wisdom. So you guys have so much to say and so much intellect. You guys are cerebral. You have a lot of insight. Like, you have, like, when people ask you a question, you have such profound answers to give to them, or you have just this, it's like you have the answer to everything. I just feel like you guys are really intelligent. That's what your coworkers think about you, that you're super intelligent, super smart. You have solutions to everything, that you have gone through so much in life, and you just have a lot to offer to the job, to the project. And it's beyond that, though. You know, awareness. This is connecting to the universe. You know that, like, when you think of someone that is just kind of older and wiser, and that's kind of who you are. Not that you're older at all, it's more so kind of that soul age, where it's like they feel like you have an old soul, and it's like that level of deep wisdom, of deep knowing. It's not like a shallow, because, like, look, we have all these cup cards too, so that makes sense as to why you got these sort of really profound cards as well from this oracle deck, the wisdom and awareness. So yeah, you guys bring stability to the work environment. You guys are a huge plus to your coworkers and to your business associates. They just feel like they can finally build their empire, and they feel like they can really build something with you in the picture. And not just build anything, but build something stable and something worthwhile that will last for a long time, generationally speaking. So that's an incredibly positive and well-rounded reading we have for you, pile number one. That's what I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hello, pile number two. How are we all doing today? Let's find out what your coworkers and business associates think of. Pile number two. That's so interesting. This is like pile number one, where you guys are just really getting along. Okay, let's pull out the full message before we get into it. Wow, transformation, pile number two. Okay, what does your, so this can mean, you know, it depends if you have a job. If it's a job that you have, then it's your coworkers. If you have a business, if you're an entrepreneur, or if you have clients and stuff like that, it could be your business associates, stuff like that. So however, tie it to however it resonates with you in your work life situation. Pile number 2, what does your business associates think of you? So, wow, they feel like you guys are such a blessing in their life. They feel like when they work with you, they are just mind blown with the ideas that you have. They are completely shook and they're completely at awe with the things that you create. They're completely just astounded by your being. You guys are a big deal in their life. They feel like you are the shooting star in the sky. They feel like you are bringing hope to the work environment because you just shine so bright to them, to the people that work around you. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are I don't want to use these terms, but since I'm already talking about it, like, you know, star seeds reincarnated into your human body. They kind of, you know, you guys just shine just super, super brightly. So you have movement, choices, decisions. So that tells me that they were trying to make a decision before, you know, your whole energy came into this job, into this project, that they weren't sure what they can do to improve the situation, whereas with you, they're like, okay, this person will really help move the project forward or really help improve the work situation, work environment. Oh my gosh, what is going on? You guys have so much like cup energy. And okay, there's gonna be a lot of cuts because my camera's acting up and it's just stopping randomly. So thank you for patience with that. So love begins and harmony. So people in your work environment really get along with you and they really appreciate working with you. They truly love working with you and going to work and seeing you and interacting with you. There's something about interacting with you and working with you that brings them a lot of joy, brings them a lot of fulfillment, brings them a lot of peace and harmony, I want to say, because those are the cards we're getting, and this card is just getting along with someone really well. So much so, it's like, you know, when you're with someone and it feels almost like chaotic and you're way too excited and it's just a really chaotic and panicky time, you guys are the opposite of that, where you guys bring peace and stability and calmness and peace into the work environment, which is really nice. And because when you're dealing with money and career and projects, usually that type of space is almost a little bit stressful. It's work related, right? So it's, you know, sometimes chaotic, and, you know, sometimes you got to just communicate with everyone and it's slightly got that undertone of chaos. Whereas with you guys, working with you actually helps bring more peace and balance into the workplace. And that's why people love you so much and people see you as a shooting star in the sky, because you guys have been a ball of sunshine in the project, in the work environment, and they feel like you guys do your job really well and you bring fun to the workplace. And so you guys have really improved the atmosphere and the emotions and the experience of this work environment that you found yourself in. You are a huge asset to the team. You are a huge improvement to that project. If you weren't there, it would be a lot darker, it would be a lot dimmer, it would be a lot gloomier. But because you are in this work environment, you have brought light to the table, you have brought light into the room, you are making it a happier time on a day-to-day basis to be working on this project or whatever it is that you guys are doing together. Pile number 2. Look, so we have this lady here with fire in her chest. You guys have this level of passion and interest and just your personality on a foundational basis. You guys have a lot of youthful energy, I want to say, where it's bubbly and spontaneous, and you guys just have a lot of fire, and that signifies passion and having a really good time doing what you do. Whether this is true or not, this is how your coworkers or business associates think of you, right? They feel like you bring a lot to the table. You bring, it's like you light up their lives in career, in whatever you guys are working on, sorry. So again, what this is like, it feels like pile number one, but in a different way. So you have, I swear this, all right, hopefully it'll just keep recording. So you guys have the intuition card. So they feel like you just, because you just get things really fast, you guys are able to understand things really fast. You know, like when someone tells you something, you just get it. And it's like you have high IQ and you have high EQ. And so people really appreciate how smart you are, because not only are you smart, you have really good EQ, which is your emotional intelligence and just your sense of knowing, and you just kind of know what people need before they tell you. And so it's like you're reading people's mind in the workspace almost, and you are giving people what they need before they even ask for it. And it's just such a blessing to have you in that environment, because not everyone is as proactive as you are. Not everyone is as engaged as you are, and you guys are super engaged, super just a ball of sunshine in your workspace. So interestingly enough, I feel like for you guys, pile number two, personally speaking for you, there's a waiting game and moving on. So maybe there is like a promotion or some sort of like a better opportunity for you in the horizon. And if this doesn't resonate, then I feel like there's two sides to these two cards. So it could mean that you are waiting for a better opportunity. And I'm not surprised, because you guys bring a lot to the table. It's as if like you are almost too good for where you currently are. I don't want to say that, because you guys fit in really well in this work environment. All right, I think it's time for a new camera, but let's work with what we have today. So as I was saying, I feel like maybe someone in the work environment is moving on, or maybe you're moving on from something. Later down the road though, it's not immediate. I feel like maybe in a few weeks or a few months, there will be a better opportunity for you. But it doesn't have to mean that you're just completely moving jobs or projects, although I feel like it is about that. But for some of you guys, it's about getting a promotion and moving up into different departments. Maybe someone in your work environment is also moving on, someone important in the project that is maybe moving on to something else, but this could also mean you. So however this resonates with you, pile number two, you guys are a huge upper in the workspace. You know, some people are just simply downers, and in your case, you guys are huge upper. You guys bring wisdom, intelligence, fun, and you bring energy. Oh my gosh. So what was I saying about the waiting game and moving on? You guys are going to experience new beginnings. At the same time, when someone interacts with you in the work environment, they feel like they are experiencing brand new energy. You know, you guys have a really unique aura around you where it feels refreshing. It feels new. It feels interesting and just so different from what they're used to experiencing. So let's see. Lightning. We have the lightning. So, you know, when you interact with people, they feel like that you almost shock them. When they first talk to you, when customers first talk to you, they're almost shocked at how amazing you are. It's like you are this lightning bolt in people's life when they're just kind of going about their freaking day, and you come into their awareness and they're like, whoa, where did this angel come from? Whoa, where did this ball of sunshine come from? And it's sort of that effect that you have on people. So that's sort of how your coworkers think of you. So I don't know, something in your work life situation, you know, I can't ignore this. You know, this is a reading about what coworkers think of you, but at the same time, we're getting cards. It's almost advice about your situation. Maybe you're not super, you know, this is how they see you, which is all extremely positive, but maybe you're not really experiencing what they're experiencing. I just feel like you do need to communicate, you know, all your needs and wants in the work environment, because I see this misunderstanding card with the wall, and there might be some disappointment, or maybe you're currently not super satisfied in this work environment, which would make sense as to why you're waiting for a new opportunity to move on from this, whatever it is, you know. So I think what's important for you as an individual, you know, aside from reading into your coworkers and business associates and whatnot, I feel like it's time for you to actually take a vacation, you know, when it comes to you as an individual outside of this work situation. Yeah, like someone in your work environment might be a little bit too, like someone might be toxic in your work environment. I don't know what's going on there. You know, it's, let's see. Yeah, like people see that you can do so many big things in your life and that you will be successful no matter where you go. And so it's like there's this person in your work environment that wants to take advantage completely of your potential, of your talents, of your strength, and it's almost they're micromanaging you because you have so much talent, you have so much sunshine, you have so much energy and vitality and wisdom and intelligence that they want to use that to their benefit. And you can feel that. It feels kind of toxic. It feels kind of controlling, and it's not fun to be around. And so, you know, for you, it's time to take a break from that energy. It's not healthy for anyone. Look, so the universe right now is taking care of you. You will be taken care of in difficult times. So the universe is, and spirit and life in general, and your intuition is telling you something in the work environment that doesn't really exactly feel right or sit right with you. So you got to vocalize that. You got to tell people, like, you know, what your boundaries are and how to treat you. You guys are gonna go into this phase in your life, if not already, a period of prosperity and abundance. Look at this bread card. You guys are the breadwinner. You guys have blessings upon blessings, money coming in to your life. You know, if it's not currently, then you guys definitely will be in the near future and continuing. You guys have that personality and have that energy where you are able to attract really great things into your life. I can feel that. And your coworkers can feel that too. And people want a piece of that pie. And so it's important to discern who the good people in your life and who are not the good people in your life, especially in your work environment. You know, your work environment is your work environment. They're not everyone in your career life is your best friend. So it's important to remind yourself, you know, you're there for work, you're there to make money, you're there to finish your project, you're there to do what you got to do, and you go home and you enjoy your life. And, you know, not to, you know, let people into your life that much that are just simply your coworkers and whatnot. People think that you guys are, again, I'm just saying the same thing in different ways, and so is spirit with these cards. You guys are the sunshine in the work environment. You guys have the ability to bring in new, intelligent, creative ideas and new ways of operating and different ways of adjusting and improving what's already there, and they super appreciate you for that, and they find that you are a huge asset to the team. Let's see. Oh, this is nice. You guys have the cobweb card, which is that you're protected from negative forces beyond your control. So I feel like spirit and the universe is really on your side right now, protecting you from potentially harmful energy, potentially toxic energy. So whether that means, you know, actually moving on from whatever it is in a few months' time or a few weeks' time, you know, besides any dissatisfaction in your work environment, I feel like overall your coworkers and business associates truly think very highly of you and that you're a huge asset to the team. So that's what I have for you guys, pile number 2. That was really positive reading, and if you liked it, consider giving it a giant thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. How are we all doing today? Let's find out what your coworkers and business associates think of you. So if you have a job, then it's your coworkers, of course, and if you're an entrepreneur or you have clients and whatnot, then it's your business associates. You know, however you want to associate that with your personal career situation at this time. So what do coworkers think of pile number 2 or business associates? It's interesting because I intuitively wanted to pick out this very esoteric spiritual deck for this very career oriented type reading. So let's see what comes up. I'm just pulling out everything out first, and then we're getting into your message. So feel free to skip 5 to 10 seconds ahead while I shuffle everything out for you. Ooh, okay. Well, that makes sense why we chose this deck. It's still giving us a very clear message. So, okay. Pile number 3, look at your beautiful energies. So your people in your work environment feel as though you guys are action takers. I would be surprised if you guys are fire signs or... yeah, fire signs, because you guys really take a lot of action and they really appreciate you for that, and they find that you guys are a huge asset on the team because of that, because you guys are so action oriented. Some people are not as action oriented as you guys are. You know, some people like to do the absolute minimum. Some people toggle a big game and they don't actually do the big game. And whereas you guys, pile number 3, you guys take, you know, you do the thing, you say what you mean and you do what you mean, what you actually go ahead, you say it and then you actually do it. And people are like, whoa, he said it or she said it and she's actually doing it. Like, whoa, that's actually happening. Oh my God, they're making it happen. They were not expecting that. It's a really refreshing energy for them to witness and experience, because most people don't follow through with what they say, and you're over here actually doing the thing. And pile number 3, your coworkers, business associates, whoever you work with, they think that you are a colorful being. You guys, it's not like you guys have charisma, you guys have depth to you. It's this beautiful depth. It's not like, you know, sometimes people but people have this huge charisma, and you guys do have charisma, but it's not like this big bold energy. It's more so almost like this introverted energy where you have a lot to bring to the table. They can feel your complexity, they can feel your talents, your intelligence, but it's not in their face. Some people like to be in your face with their thoughts, opinions, and you know, they kind of want to show it off. But in your case, you're totally the opposite, which they find really nice about you, because you have so much to offer, and you guys are so talented. You guys have achieved so much in your life, yet you're humble about it, yet you're chill about it. You are this yellow bird on the branch. You've achieved all these beautiful things in your life, and you're just there chilling. You're just not making a big deal out of it. You know, it's that energy where people make a big deal out of every single achievement it's kind of draining. It's kind of, you know, it's not a good look. I don't know what the word is, but it's just not a good look when someone is just very boasty, and you know. So, okay. And in your case, you're the opposite of that. So you guys are good. People think that you guys are humble, that you're grounded, that you're just a joy to be around. And it's like, because you don't talk about your achievements, people talk about them for you because you're almost that quiet person where you are just going about your day and you're just not making a big deal out of everything or anything. But so people are like, this person is way too chill. Like, I gotta tell people what a big deal you guys are. Like, pile number 3, you guys are a big deal to a lot of people's eyes, but you're not really pushing that because you just don't feel the need to. And so people feel the need to you know, tell people what you're all about, because you're not telling people. You're not really, you know, so it's almost like your coworkers, business associates, they make a big deal out of you, and they tell people your achievements to other people because you guys are just doing your thing, and it's cool, and you have, you know, stuff to do, right? You have a lot of stuff to do, and you get things done, and people freaking love that about you. I'm really emphasizing that point because it's a huge highlight, I guess, to your being and the way of you doing things. So on top of you guys taking action, and I'm not surprised you got the diligence card as well, because, well, I mean, you do make things happen. I really want this to focus. You guys do make things happen, and because you get things done all the time, your crops are clean, your land is, you know, like, if this was a farmland, if you're looking at the video here, this card, like this farmland is so properly taken care of, and you guys are actively on a day-to-day basis taking care of what you need to take care of. You guys are disciplined, you guys are diligent, and I feel like nothing can get by you. Your coworkers, business associates feel like everything is taken care of when you are in the picture. And you know, when someone is just simply just so organized, someone that is so organized and on top of everything, nothing gets by you guys, where it's like nothing slides past you, nothing can, you know, you guys just got everything covered, and people just love that about you guys. When something needs to be done, you guys get it done, and you guys get it done well, and you make sure the whole thing, the whole task, the whole project is finished from top to bottom, and nothing is missed out ever. So your coworkers, business associates, they feel like you bring a lot of peace into the work environment because of how well you get things done. You have the gateway of, look, we have this unicorn situation where you guys are literally a unicorn in the work environment. That's how your coworkers see you and think about you, because you guys are just so magical in a way that you make their lives so much easier. All right, so we have even more introverted energy coming through in this oracle deck I'm pulling from for you guys. So let's see. Well, first of all, we have the Maiden here. The Maiden card, which is about, it's like, it's almost this motherly energy. Beautiful, nourishing, motherly energy where things are just done. You know, when you think of a mother, they get things done. They are taking care of their children, they're taking care of the house, they're taking care of their life, they're taking care of themselves, and they are so nourishing. And I feel like your coworkers and business associates just feel like you take such good care of the projects that they work on, the work environment that you guys are in. So not only do you guys have that introverted, sort of like very like quiet but impactful energy, you guys are they feel like, okay, your coworkers think that you guys are really to yourself, that you really just mind your own business. You get things done though, and you guys are this, I don't know how to describe your energy. It's so particular where it's you guys are more in your own world. When you're around that person, you can tell like they're not really engaged. You guys aren't really engaged in other people's gossip or drama at all. You're just minding your own business and you're getting your job done. And people really appreciate that, because some people get really wrapped up in drama, in the work life in a toxic way, whereas you guys are able to just keep to yourself. And on top of like you're able to balance keeping to yourself, but at the same time taking care of your work environment. That includes your coworkers and making sure everyone has what they need and that they're doing their job. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are managers in your work environment, or you guys are business owners that take care of other people. You know, literally pay them and make sure that they're doing their job, and at the same time you're making sure that they're being paid on the day that they're meant to be paid. So whenever there's a crack, you guys are able to mend it. You guys are able to see, you guys are able to get to the bottom of it. So you guys are almost like this investigative personality, where you're able to see what went wrong and then you're able to fix it right away. Yeah, you guys, I'm not surprised if you guys are business owners or managers, bosses of some kind, because people see you as this queen or king type, authoritative type of person. Your coworkers and business associates are almost, in a sense, intimidated. No, they're not. I don't feel like they're intimidated. They're more so they just acknowledge your power, and then they acknowledge how capable you are, because also you've achieved so many things. You guys have a really nice energy. People feel comforted by you. So let's see. Pile number 3, what do people think of you? You guys are the Dolphin. People, the card says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So I'm not surprised that you guys got this card, because you guys have done so much already, and I'm sure you've done so much in the past. And so I feel like maybe there's an investment or a project that, or someone in the past that maybe owes you money, something like that. Something from the past is going to reward you financially. And I feel like that's how people see you as well, that you've done so much in the past, where you're still reaping the rewards of your past projects, of your past, workspaces and stuff like that. So let's see. People feel like you are strong, emotionally strong, and maybe even physically strong. Like you guys look like you have a healthy body. Your coworkers, business associates think that you guys are headstrong, sometimes maybe even stubborn, but for all the right reasons. Like you guys are spearheading a lot of the things, getting a lot of the things done. You know, you're picking up on a lot of people's slack. So, you know, you don't back down very easily, because you know where you stand. You know that you hold a lot of power in the work environment. And it's almost like Spirit is reminding you that you guys do hold a lot of power in the work environment, and you can tell people what to do, essentially, I want to say, and that people respect you in the way where they will listen to you and take. Look, you guys have the older woman card, dealings or relationship. Like you guys are this older woman energy where people respect you, people see that you bring a lot to the table, that you have a lot of wisdom, you have a lot of experience. You know, this card doesn't mean that you're literally old. You could be literally 20 years old and watching this reading, and what that isn't saying is that your personality and what you bring to the table and how you get things done is just in the way where you're respected, so much so, like as if you are an older lady, where people respect you and they look up to you because of all the achievements that you've done, that you are no BS type person. You will get things done and you mean what you say. And whenever when you feel like something is done unfairly, you will defend. You will make sure that justice is served. So people don't want to mess with you. It's a really great energy to embody, because automatically people know not to mess with you, because sometimes people like to take advantage, they like to test their boundaries, they like to test their limits, whereas with you guys, pile number 3, people don't even dare to test you at all, even to begin to even think about it. So let's see, let's pull a few more cards. Pile number 3, what do your coworkers think of you, or business associates? Yeah, what was I saying just now about the justice being served? You guys are balanced, you guys are fair, you guys are intelligent. Like, look at this lady, she just knows. Her eyes are closed. Let me get this to focus. Yeah, her eyes are closed, and yet she knows. You're always going to find and establish balance in, oh my gosh, that's creepy as heck. So if you turn her around, her eyes are open. So she actually can see. You can see what's going on all the time. People think that your eyes are closed and that you're not noticing them, but you're always noticing everything. You know a lot more than what people think you know. So that is your reading, pile number 3. Hope you enjoyed that. That was a really interesting reading. You guys have overall such a positive impression on other people. And if you like this reading, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now.